Admiral Kethavar of the Hegemony Fourth Fleet had seen countless worlds burn. His crimson carapace bore the scars of 100 campaigns, each mark a testament to the unstoppable advance of the galactic hegemony across the spiral arm. Today, he watched through the bridge's crystalline viewport as Earth, that insignificant blue marble, prepared for its final hour. Status report, Kethavar clicked, his mandibles scraping against his translator unit. All fleets in position, Admiral. His tactical officer, a six-armed Zenthari, responded with crisp efficiency. 12,000 vessels surround the system. The humans' pathetic fleet of 800 ships maintains orbit around their homeworld. Kethavar allowed himself what passed for a smile among his species, a slow flexing of his facial plates. Humanity had been an amusing diversion during their brief expansion into space. In merely 2 centuries, they had colonized dozens of systems, established trade routes, and even attempted diplomacy with various species. Their naive optimism had been refreshing. But they had refused subjugation. They had declined the hegemony's generous offer to become a client species. They chose defiance. Now they would choose extinction. Open a channel to the human fleet, Kethavar ordered. The main screen flickered, revealing the bridge of a human dreadnought. A middle-aged woman, with graying hair and steel blue eyes, stared back at him. Admiral Sarah Chen, according to intelligence reports, a veteran of humanity's border conflicts with the Krillian Syndicate. Admiral Chen, Kethavar began, his voice carrying the weight of absolute authority. I am Admiral Kethavar of the Galactic Hegemony. This is your final opportunity to surrender. Submit to integration into the hegemony and your species will be preserved as laborers and soldiers. Refuse, and we will reduce your world to cosmic dust. Chen's expression didn't change. She simply nodded once. Admiral Kethavar, I appreciate the offer, but humanity has already given you our answer. Then you have chosen death for your entire species. How many billions live on that world below? 12 billion, give or take, Chen replied calmly. But Admiral, before you begin your attack, I should inform you of something. We've been monitoring hegemony expansion for the past 50 years. We know about the 17 species you've enslaved, the 42 worlds you've sterilized, the countless trillions you've murdered. Kethavar's patience was wearing thin. Your point, human? My point is that we've had time to prepare. And we've learned that sometimes the only way to deal with monsters is to become something worse. The communication ended. Kethavar stared at the blank screen for a moment, then dismissed the human's words with a gesture. Primitive species always made grandiose speeches before their extinction. It was almost traditional. Begin the assault, he commanded. The hegemony fleet advanced in perfect formation, weapons charging, shields raised. Thousands of ships moved like a metallic tide toward Earth's defenses. The human fleet, vastly outnumbered, moved to intercept. But as the first weapons fired, something impossible happened. The stars went out. Not all of them, just the ones in this system. Sol, the local star that had burned for billions of years, simply disappeared. In its place was an absence so complete that even the most advanced sensors registered nothing. Not darkness, true void. Emergency lighting activated across every ship in both fleets as the sudden absence of stellar radiation created chaos in navigation systems. Report, Kethavar barked, his composure cracking. Admiral, the star. It's gone. Completely gone. But, Admiral, the planets are maintaining their orbits. Earth is still receiving light and heat from somewhere. On the tactical display, Earth glowed with a soft, steady radiance that seemed to come from within the planet itself. The humans had somehow replaced their star with something else, something that didn't show up on any sensors but continued to sustain their world. Then Chen's voice echoed across all hegemony frequencies simultaneously. You wanted to know about Earth's hidden arsenal, Admiral Kethavar. For the past 50 years, while you've been conquering the galaxy, we've been diving deeper into physics than any species before us. We discovered that reality itself can be edited. As if to demonstrate, 3 hegemony dreadnoughts in the vanguard simply ceased to exist. not destroyed, not vaporized. They were retroactively removed from the universe as if they had never been built. The star you're looking for is in a pocket dimension we created, Chen continued. The light and heat reaching Earth come from a carefully controlled aperture. We can close it whenever we choose, but we've found it's more effective as a demonstration. More ships began vanishing. Entire squadrons were being deleted from existence faster than the remaining crews could comprehend what was happening. You see, Admiral, when faced with extinction, humanity doesn't just adapt, we transcend. We've spent decades learning to rewrite the fundamental laws of physics in localized areas. We can edit matter, energy, space, and time itself. Kethvar watched in growing horror as his mighty fleet was systematically erased. Not defeated, simply made to have never existed. The truly terrifying part, Chen's voice continued, now carrying an edge of cold fury, is that we didn't use this technology for conquest. We used it only when forced to defend ourselves. But now that the galaxy has shown us what it really is, a collection of predators feeding on the weak, we've decided that it's time for a change. The tactical display showed the impossible. Human ships were appearing throughout the galaxy. Not traveling, simply manifesting in orbit around every hegemony world simultaneously. Every enslaved species will be freed. Every tyrant will be removed from existence. Every world you've sterilized will be restored, along with everyone who died on them. We're going to edit the galaxy's history to make your atrocities never have happened. Kethvar found his voice. You can't do this. The computational power required, the energy costs. We're using stars as processors and black holes as storage devices, Admiral. We've learned to think at cosmic scales. The last of Kethvar's fleet vanished, leaving only his flagship floating alone in the void where Sul had been. But you, Admiral Kethvar, and everyone who willingly participated in genocide, you get to remember. You get to live with the knowledge of what you've done even after we've undone it all. Consider it a gift from a species you thought was weak. As Chen's words faded, Kethvar felt something impossible happening. His memories were changing. He could remember the campaigns, the conquered worlds, the screaming populations. But now, he also remembered those same worlds being restored, their people living in freedom, his victims walking alive again under alien suns. The universe had been edited, and humanity had made it better. Across the galaxy, silence fell as every predator species suddenly found themselves alone on their homeworlds, their empires undone, their victims restored. And in that silence, they all heard the same message. This is humanity's gift to the galaxy. Peace through superior firepower. The firepower to rewrite reality itself. The stars returned to their positions. Sol blazed once more in its proper place, but everything had changed, and everyone knew that Earth was watching.